Yo, what is going on everyone? Welcome back to part 3 of the DIY skate park videos. If you're just tuning into the series now, be sure to watch part 1 and part 2 of these videos. I'm sure you guys can guess by the title of today's video, we're going to be building a quarter pipe. We've got our molds, we've got some extra wood, we've got all our tools, everything that we need. We just got to go make a run to Home Depot to go pick up some of the rest of the equipment. Got some cinder blocks to get, some quickcrete, maybe a pipe, and a couple other things on that list. So let's go ahead and go over to the store. All right, got all the materials loaded up. We got all our blocks. We got 4 bags of the heavy strength 60-pound quickcrete. I don't know if it's going to be enough. Hopefully it is. We'll see. We got a 10-foot pipe, cut it into 2 sections, a 6-foot and a 4-foot down here for our coping. And then we got our forms in here. So we're going to go ahead and get over to the spot and start packing in these forms and getting these blocks laid. Alright y'all, so we're back at the spot. Greg and I went and put together the ledge, or I guess really the back wall start of the quarter pipe. The wall's 2 feet tall by 4 feet wide, made out of straight cinder blocks. We got to come back in and fill this in. We've got it all liquid nails down, and we're just going to wait and let this sit and dry and cure and come back later tonight and set the forms up and start putting in our fill. So we're back at the spot. Greg's over here doing some basic fill before we put in the big chunks. We've got the wall is all settled. Everything about the wall is sturdy as fuck. It is in place, ready to go. As you can see, we've got our molds in place here. We're gonna go start grabbing some fill to put in between this area before we lay concrete. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and gather some more fill, get this quarter pipe filled up, and start mixing up and laying this concrete. So we've got the form filled in. As you guys can see, it's all filled with different sorts of random rocks, rubble, gravel, anything that we could get to kind of fill in for our concrete here. Greg's over there grabbing some chicken wire to help reinforce this, but we're gonna start mixing some concrete and get into laying concrete on this motherfucking quarter pipe. All right, y'all, we got Greg over here finishing up the quarter pipe, the last couple layers of it for today. We slightly underestimated exactly how much concrete we were gonna need, so we ran out of bag, maybe a bag or 2 short. We're gonna be picking up and continuing on tomorrow, mainly because we've got to the point to where it's like the vertical section here, getting up into the wall. And that section is gonna require this bottom half to be dry so that we can honestly like build up into it and build that vertical wall. But as of right now, here's our progress. We've got the bottom half of the quarter and the whole like lip transition going into it solidly done. We're basically just getting up to this final wall here. We've got a bunch of chicken wire and shit like that in this backside to help get the concrete to stick up onto the vertical wall. But realistically, like I mentioned before, we've run out of bags of concrete. We only got 4, and clearly we're gonna need some more to finish this upper half here. So with that being said, that's gonna be a project or a continuation on for tomorrow. So we will see you guys in tomorrow once we grab another couple bags of quickcrete and knock out the second half of this ramp. All right, y'all, day 3 2 of our build here. We are back again. We got 2 more bags of the fast setting concrete, so that way we can get that mixed up and lay onto this upper wall part. Got Greg over here running the fucking mix game on the concrete, getting everything good to go. And here's what we have left to fill. So for the most part, our base is pretty solid. Our corner and our main transition is good. We just have this upper wall that has left to get filled in and then get our coping in here.
Second night awake, I can't get a break. Work to the suns up, I be out late. Yeah, I get fans like every single day. Get cake till I'm dead and I'm knocking at the gate. Wonder will I land up, probably in the lake. If you got a problem, stand up and say it to my face. Mama always said I'ma be something great. Yeah, I stack M's, that's my motherfucking fate. It's my motherfucking fate, fuck a label and a chain. I'ma be something great, fuck a plant ass look in a Sailor on cape. Got the mask pulled down, something that you can't escape, yeah, yeah. I don't wanna call out all the shit I found out, yeah, yeah. Sick of going all out, you just went and acted all out, yeah, yeah. I found a way out, 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 I found a way out.
All right, y'all, so we're wrapping up here with day 3 of the build. Pretty much the entire quarter is done for the most part. Everything's looking pretty level, pretty even, pretty smooth. We aren't looking like we've got any lumps or anything going on weird in here, so should be super solid and super fun to ride. And with that being said, I'm sure you guys noticed, like, I've never done any sort of concrete work before. Building this ramp right here is the first time I've really done any sort of like real hardcore concrete work. I mean, obviously I've built like little cinder block ledges like this with liquid nails before, but I've never done anything quite like a full-on concrete ramp. But at this point, I think we're gonna let this sit here and cure for the night, and we'll be back out here tomorrow afternoon to come back and check up on it and make sure everything is all good, everything's set and right, not cracking. And who knows, maybe we'll get a couple tricks on it, get a couple break-in grinds, a couple break-in like little things, you know, just random stuff. But I will see you guys tomorrow when we have our final product. Day 4, final day. Quarter pipe is looking good. It is totally solid. No cracks, surprisingly, at all in the concrete. We're doing a final brush off to clear a bunch of the debris, and then we're gonna go ahead and give it a little bit of a test ride, a durability test here. The idea is to actually get wheels down onto the concrete. That way we can feel how rough it is, or if it's actually just properly smooth here after today. And I think we really just want to assess how smooth the transition is, how smooth the ramp itself feels when you're riding it, and if it's something that can just be corrected with a rub brick, or if we're gonna go have to get a finer, smoother concrete and do like a final fill over layer of this. But on that note, let's go ahead and get warmed up and give this thing a little test ride. Getting up into the pivot and turn. And you want to use this pivot foot in a second. I feel it though. There you go. Yes! Dude, fuck yeah, Micaiah. Hell yeah, bro. That was fucking gnarly. That was fucking gnarly, bro. That was sick. y'all, first skate session impressions of the new skate ramp. First thing I have to say is this ramp is steep as fuck. It did not look nearly as steep as it was based on the forms, but holy fuck, this thing is steep. It also is much smoother than it initially looked and what I was anticipating it being. They're definitely gonna have to address the situation between where the new concrete was poured and the old concrete that was already existing was. We are getting a little tiny bit of cracking and splitting basically right where that transition from the old concrete to the new concrete starts. So we're gonna have to get some sort of like smoother sand-based concrete or just crack filler to fill in that little transition section to make it solidly smooth. And lastly, we're gonna have to get some sort of coping for it. I'm thinking I'm gonna go along the lines of pool coping. I know the initial thought and plan was to do a metal pipe for coping or just do metal coping in general, but after skating it today and feeling how steep it is, I think I 100% am just gonna go with the pool coping / marble coping route, just to add into the little bit of the challenge that this quarter pipe already is to skate. I mean, this thing is really truly fucking steep and nuts. And that honestly is a lot of the joy of these DIY spots and building your own ramps. You know, you never really know what you're gonna get. And I hope this serves as some sort of inspiration to help you guys get out and go and build ramps yourselves, because if you don't have a skate spot, this is the perfect thing to do. This shit is mad fun and a lot of people are super cool with it. Really, it's just about finding the right location and a good group of friends. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed part 3 of the DIY skate spot / skate park series. If you guys are new here and want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe down below. If you enjoyed this video or any of the other DIY videos in the series, be sure to leave a like down below, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.